Now what's going on? Take us a little bit backwards, but don't take us too much backwards.
Right, because we're familiar with the characters, and I think you mentioned this too for Superman that we love the fact that they already started right away. We don't need the backstory. We know who
Right.
Superman is. Let's move forward. Let's get into the action. I get
but
it.
you're rebooting a whole franchise. It's not like you're starting from where you left off, and we know what happened. But if you're starting a new franchise, give it just a little bit. And this movie gave us that.
Yeah,
Right.
Even though we didn't see the whole origin, they gave it to us in like the first 2 minutes. They showed us on the TV, on ABC, whatever. This is what happened. This is what you see them getting tested. You see them with their powers. You see them this and this. That was good.
Yeah, that was cool.
They gave us enough.
That was what was missing from Superman.
Yeah.
Yes. They gave us without a 60-year-old or a 50-year-old saying, "Yo, man, y'all doing this again." And they said, "Nah, we're not gonna do that again. We're just gonna give you a tidbit." To the kids, you got to start out. You got to start the way we started, right? You might have to go back to just like we used to watch.
But the producers are smart because they realize now, with technology, everyone's on their phone. They don't have the attention span to sit there and sit there and watch 15 minutes of origin story.
Right.
So they give it to us right then and there.
Okay, cool. And that makes sense. That makes sense. It was easily to do, right? It was overall, it was just a no-brainer the way they set it up, man. So,
I think Dirty related to him the most because he grew a beard at the end of the movie.
No, it was in the middle,
right?
It was cool how they added that.
Like the frizzled beard. I was like, "Yo, he got a beard."
Yeah, very cool how they added that.
He was cracking up in the movie. I'm like, "What are you cracking up about?" I was like, "Yo, he got a beard." I was like, "What?"
Tells you even minerals age in stress.
Yeah, it was cool. My man was using like the giant, the welding saw to shave it down, and the power went out. I was like, I guess I gotta let it grow now.
Nah, that's funny. Yeah. That's funny. And some quick shout outs. We're gonna shout out Josh Freeman, writer. If you don't know him, he's responsible for Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, which was another good movie, that came out last year.
Great movie.
So when you got writers like this that's there getting it done, like you have no complaints.
Yeah,
you really don't.
We gotta shout out people. We gotta shout out Jack Kirby, the guy who actually created
legendary Jack, of course. Stan Lee,
legendary Stan Lee.
It was cool. It was cool that they made this Earth 828, which is Jack Kirby's birthday. So August 28th.
That was awesome.
So that was a pretty cool little addition that they added to the movie.
Absolutely. To go to the theater see is Galactus, right? Yeah. What was your take on him? Because I loved it. I loved everything about that. I love his whole physical to the planet to what he sits on. That his whole thing is bigger than the planet. I loved all of that. But what were your takes on that? We'll start with Steph.
I mean, again, for me to see the shadow, the overcast, I was just like, I'm just trying to think in terms of scale. And I'm like, how big is this guy? And from the moment he opened his eyes and I was like, yo, this is insane. So I was like, this is great. Visually, it was phenomenal. I was like, yo, this is really great. This is really cool. I enjoyed it. So also seeing him in the New York setting, him jumping into the water, and I was like,
yes.
I'm like, bro, he is that tall. I was like, got it.
Right.
He's looking at the Statue of Liberty. I was like, what was he gonna do about that?
That was hilarious.
I was like, what?
I thought he was looking at it and saying, babe.
Yeah, right. Like, who are you? Like, what? They got a big one of you too on Earth.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He just looked, and I was like,
comic book accurate version of what he looks like.
Absolutely.
Huge, humongous, scary, menacing, putting the fear in the hearts of them as they were just little ants. I think he called them ants compared to the size of him. You realize he's bigger than like a planet itself. He's a celestial god.
Right.
He's a Nexus being in the MCU. So there's literally only one of him. There's no other like versions of him as well in the MCU. And just to see,
really?
Yeah, he's a Nexus.
All universes?
Yep, he's a Nexus being. He's only one of one in the MCU. Wow. So there's no other there's only one Galactus in the whole MCU. So it's cool.